I knew she was trouble the moment she stormed into my yard. Her heels stabbed into my lawn like she was claiming territory. "You didn't file a structure modification request," she barked, jabbing a polished nail at my new greenhouse. "That eyesore violates community standards." Her name was Victoria, the HOA's self-appointed queen, ruling Oakridge Pines with an iron grip. Victoria's voice cut like a blade, her sleek ponytail swaying as she lectured. As vice president of the HOA, she treated her title like a crown. I brushed dirt off my hands and stood tall. "It's a greenhouse, not a nightclub. It's in my backyard, meets all height and setback rules." I cited the bylaws, Section 7, page 4, horticultural structures under 10 feet need no approval. Her lip twitched, but I turned back to my tomato plants. "You'll regret this, Mason," she hissed. I ignored her, thinking she was all bark. I was wrong. 3 nights later, a crash jolted me awake. It was the kind of sound that grips your soul. I sprinted outside in my boxers, clutching a baseball bat. My greenhouse was a wreck, glass shattered, wooden frames splintered, my cucumbers reduced to vegetables obliterated. In the wreckage stood Victoria, gripping a rusty crowbar, sweat dripping down her face. "What the hell are you doing?" I roared. She spun around, cool as ice. "You were warned. The HOA voted to remove it. I'm enforcing the rules." "There was no vote. You're trespassing and destroying my property." I yanked out my phone and hit record. "Say that again, Victoria." Her face paled at the red light. She dropped the crowbar and tried to brush past me. "You're not going anywhere," I said, blocking her. "I've got cameras, a smashed greenhouse, and the cops are on their way." She lunged for the crowbar. I stepped back. "You're lucky I'm not swinging," I warned. "But you're done." The police arrived in 15 agonizing minutes. Victoria spun a tale about protecting the neighborhood. But Officer Daniels watched my footage and snapped cuffs on her wrists. "You're under arrest for destruction of property, trespassing, and intimidation," he said, hauling her past my rose bushes. "You can't arrest me." "I'm on the board," she shrieked. "Now you're behind bars," Daniels shot back. As her taillights faded, I surveyed the wreckage. Glass crunched underfoot, basil plants crushed. She thought her HOA badge made her untouchable. She was about to learn otherwise. The next morning, I stared at the debris. Neighbors gawked but hurried past, except for Tom, a retired Marine in his faded cap. "She finally snapped, huh?" he said. "She's been power tripping for years, but this?" New low. He mentioned others she'd bullied, a kid fined $500 for a treehouse, a couple harassed over unapproved string lights. She never got caught red-handed. Until now. I picked up a broken beam. I'm pressing charges. And I'm coming for the board. If they let her run wild, they're complicit. Tom nodded. "You need backup, I'm in. People are fed up." By noon, I had footage on a flash drive and a complaint filed with my lawyer, Sarah Klein. "She's in deep," Sarah said, eyeing photos of the damage. "Destruction of property, trespassing, and if she acted under HOA authority, abuse of position, a felony if damages top $5,000. My losses? Nearly $6,000, not counting crops or irrigation." Sarah grinned. "Perfect. We'll hit her with civil and criminal cases. If the board knew, they're next." She demanded the HOA bylaws, meeting minutes, and all correspondence. At home, I dug through files, letters, fines, warnings, mostly signed by Victoria. One stood out, a citation to my neighbor Lisa for excessive wind chime noise, 2 days before her chimes went up. I visited Lisa, a night shift nurse still in scrubs. Her cozy living room had kids' drawings on the fridge. I showed her the letter. "She cited you before the chimes existed." "Weird, right?" Lisa frowned. "I thought I mixed up the dates. But now?" "She's fabricating violations. She mentioned a $200 fine for repainting her mailbox, an unchanged color. I pulled a newsletter photo proving it. Want it? Her jaw clenched. Hell yes. Over 4 days, I collected stories from 12 residents. Minor infractions like trash cans out too long, or serious ones like Harold, a retired principal, fined $800 for planting wildflowers for his late wife. The board claimed bees were a safety risk. Sarah was ecstatic. This is targeted harassment. With enough testimony, we've got organizational misconduct. Meanwhile, Victoria posted bail, strutting around in sunglasses and a turtleneck despite the heat. But the neighborhood's mood shifted. No one waved. Her power was crumbling. Then came Greg Walsh, a county investigator. Your case sparked complaints about Oakridge Pines HOA, he said, flipping through my file of testimony, photos, and footage. She's using authority to commit crimes. We're reviewing their charter. If it's corrupt, the HOA could be dissolved. That night, Lisa texted, Victoria's called an emergency meeting. The clubhouse was electric with tension. Victoria sat at the front, pale, flanked by nervous board members. She banged her gavel. This addresses rumors about the board. Harold stood, waving a photo of his wildflowers. You fined me for these, called them a hazard. The bylaws say nothing about flowers. The room erupted. Residents aired grievances, unexplained fines, denied appeals, threatening letters. I placed my flash drive on the table. This shows you smashing my greenhouse. It's with the police. You thought you were untouchable, Victoria. You're not. Neither is this board. Greg stepped forward, badge gleaming. Oakridge Pines HOA is under investigation. The board is suspended pending audit. Gasps echoed. Victoria shot up. This is outrageous. Greg was calm. What's outrageous is your violations. We're seizing financial records. If you've misused funds, you're done. The meeting dissolved in chaos. Outside, Tom clapped my shoulder. You didn't just stop her. You torched the whole corrupt system. Days later, a strange sedan idled outside my house. No one emerged. My phone buzzed, an unknown number. The voicemail was chilling. Back off, Mason. You'll regret this. The voice wasn't Victoria, but screamed HOA. I sent it to Sarah. They're escalating, she said. We'll subpoena HOA security logs. If they hired someone to scare you, they're cooked. At the county clerk's, I uncovered 6 prior HOA complaints, including one from Eric Voss, a former treasurer who'd vanished. I tracked him down. He looked haunted, handing me a flash drive. Emails, spreadsheets, bank transfers. Victoria and the board inflated invoices, pocketing $73,000. I reported it, got ghosted, then my car was keyed, and a dead squirrel left in my mailbox. Sarah pounced. This is felony embezzlement. With Eric's data and your footage, we're launching a criminal probe. Subpoenas hit the board, their landscaper, and bank accounts. Detective Laura Chin interviewed me. Threatening voicemail after the board's suspension? We're adding witness intimidation. Arrests followed. 2 board members, the landscaper Rick and Victoria, caught fleeing at the airport. An audit revealed $84,000 missing, fake invoices, and residents overcharged for non-existent violations. Sarah filed a civil suit for 15 of us. The trial was a spectacle. News vans camped outside. The prosecution's case, video, records, Rick's testimony, was ironclad. Victoria was convicted of felony destruction, embezzlement, conspiracy, and intimidation. She got 6 years, barred from community roles, her assets seized. The civil suit refunded our fines. The new HOA, transparent and resident-run, held a town hall. Tom spoke first. We let this happen because we were scared. Mason showed we could fight back. Lisa added. No more secret fines. We need trust. My greenhouse rose again, neighbors helping, laughter echoing. Victoria was gone, her house sold to a couple who hosted a chili cook-off. 2 months later, Lisa waved a folder. Rick flipped. His deposition exposed Victoria's scheme: forged invoices, funneled dues, even a fake nonprofit. Worse, she'd driven out a resident, Mona Lee, for challenging her. The DA added charges. In court, I testified. Victoria stared ahead, emotionless. The verdict was swift: guilty on all counts. Outside, Harold clutched photos of his wife's garden, smiling. Oakridge Pines was ours again. No fear, no clipboards, just community. What do you think? Was Mason's fight worth it, or did he go too far? Should neighbors prank each other to keep things lively, or does it risk chaos like this? Share your thoughts below. Let's get this debate rolling. Subscribe for more real-life drama and hit that bell to never miss a story.